When he was born, there was little chance that John Hegeman would become a farmer. But agriculture became important to him early in life, and it took a lot of hard work for him to make it his career.
My parents were missionaries, so I grew up overseas in the Dominican Republic, and then we moved when I was 11 to Canada, so I worked on a dairy there. And then we moved again. We went to South Florida and worked on a vegetable row crop farm. The people I worked for had about 3,000 acres of tomatoes, green beans, peppers, squash, zucchini. And from there I graduated high school and didn't go to college right away, and moved up to Tennessee, where I ran the H2 program for a squash producer. And we did a bunch of squash up in Crossville, Tennessee. And then I moved a lot more in between there, but in the end I moved here to Alabama. I had an opportunity in the greenhouse business.
When John arrived in Alabama, Imperial Growers was a 4-acre facility, but he doubled the size of the operation by merging with Greenway Plants located just across the road. Today, the operation, known collectively as Greenway, produces accent plants that larger greenhouses use in flower arrangements.
So if you go to your box store and you see a geranium basket, let's say in the spring, or combo, and you have a geranium and you have the centerpiece in it, that's normally a spike. Those are called accent pieces. Or you see a hanging basket and has some trailing items and some flowers. We grow the components to those items.
Although you won't see the Greenway Plant's name, most of what John produces can be found in Walmart and Lowe's stores at many locations in the eastern U.S. John's wife Amy shares his passion for agriculture. In fact, that's what ultimately brought them together from 1,000 miles apart.
We actually met on eHarmony. I think we were the only two people with ag backgrounds, and that considered us compatible. So we're still trying to figure out what else is compatible. But
Amy grew up riding horses on a ranch in West Texas. So it was only natural that the other component of their operation would be a horse training facility.
We have 8 head on the place, one in Texas, Tennessee, a couple in South Carolina, and a couple in Georgia. And I have 2 mares that I run barrels on, and we have a couple of futurity prospects and one that's supposed to compete in Oklahoma City this December. And we have a yearling and a couple that I give lessons on, and 2 brood mares.
Back in February, Amy and John welcomed their daughter, Ella Kate, and they wasted little time in sharing their love of agriculture with her. As she grows up, she'll watch as Greenway Plants and Hegeman Farms grow along with her.
Probably to maintain the horse numbers we have now, probably venture out into some cattle, maybe some goats. Amy really likes goats, so we might go into that direction as well. But we grow the greenhouses to about 15 acres max for right now, and then probably look for another piece of land. It's hard to find land in this area to rent.
The outstanding young farm family in the Greenhouse, Nursery, and Sod Division. From Calhoun County, John and Amy Hegeman and their daughter, Ella Kate.